Have you ever felt fundamentally changed by abuse? A persistent sense that something inside you is broken or damaged beyond repair? This isn't just an emotional struggle. It's not all in your head in the way people dismiss it. Your very brain has been rewired. This is a biological reality. But here's the crucial truth. Understanding this rewiring is the first step to reclaiming your power. It's not a life sentence. Today, we unmask a truth many are never told. Your brain's incredible, innate capacity to heal, to reorganize, to literally change its structure and function. This isn't just about managing symptoms or coping. It's about actively, consciously rewriting your neural circuits. This is the often hidden knowledge of neuroplasticity. Let's first be absolutely clear. Abuse isn't just a collection of bad memories. It's a neurological event. This is Pillar 1. The brain hijacked by trauma. The reality of neural rewiring. When you experience abuse, your brain, in its incredible drive to protect you, adapts to survive. Your amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, can become chronically overactive. Imagine it like a sensitive fire alarm. It's designed to protect you. But after trauma, it might go off for the smallest, seemingly unrelated triggers. A particular tone of voice, a fleeting expression on someone's face, a sudden sound, and it screams, "Inferno." This isn't a flaw in your character. It's your brain, rewired for high alert, constantly scanning for danger. Simultaneously, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for reasoning, impulse control, and emotional regulation, might become less active or offline. This makes it significantly harder to calm down, to think clearly under pressure, and to override those intense fear responses. It's like the fire chief is missing when the alarm bells are ringing. The hippocampus, crucial for forming and retrieving memories, can also be impacted. Trauma can shrink it, affecting how memories are stored, often making them fragmented or overly emotional, lacking proper context. And this brings us to a dangerous, pervasive myth. If you don't remember the abuse in detail, it didn't affect you that much. This is a profound misunderstanding of how trauma lives in the brain. It's a lie. Trauma doesn't just reside in narrative recall. It deeply impacts implicit memory, the unconscious emotional and bodily responses, those gut feelings of dread, those sudden waves of unexplained anxiety, those chronic muscle tensions, those ingrained behavioral patterns that you can't seem to shake. They are often the echoes of trauma, the language of your body and emotional brain, stored deep within your neural pathways. Your brain carries the imprint, the physiological signature of the experience, even without a clear, conscious narrative. The damage, the rewiring, is biological. It's tangible. But what if this rewiring wasn't a permanent scar? What if the very mechanism that shaped your brain for survival could also be harnessed to shape it for healing and thriving? This leads us to Pillar 2, unveiling the myth of a life sentence, the lifelong discovery of neuroplasticity. For too long, the prevailing belief was that the adult brain was largely fixed, unchangeable. Science now unequivocally shows this is false. Your brain is constantly learning, adapting, and reorganizing itself. This is neuroplasticity. It's not just a buzzword, it's your brain's fundamental superpower. It's the inherent lifelong ability of your neurons to form new connections, strengthen or weaken existing ones, and even for new neurons to be born in certain brain regions. It's the capacity for profound redesign. This understanding directly challenges another pervasive and disempowering myth. Time heals all wounds, if only it were that simple. We wish it were. Time passes. But for the brain hijacked by trauma, time alone doesn't automatically heal the underlying neural changes. Those deeply etched neural pathways, those automatic conditioned trauma responses, can persist and even become more entrenched if left unaddressed. Think of it like that path in a forest. Trauma carves a deep, wide, well-worn path. Your brain, by default, takes this path of least resistance. Healing isn't about passively waiting for the forest to regrow and obscure that path. It's about intentionally, actively forging new paths, paths of safety, calm, and connection. At first, these new paths are narrow, difficult to navigate. They require conscious effort and consistent repetition. But the more you use them, the clearer, wider, and more automatic they become. And the old traumatic paths? They begin to fade, to become overgrown from disuse. Neuroplasticity means your brain can change. It is designed to change, but it needs your active, informed participation. So, if your brain can change, who directs that change? The answer is, you do. This is Pillar 3, the architect of your own mind, taking conscious control of recovery. You are not merely a passive recipient of your brain's programming. You are not doomed to live out the script written by trauma. You can become the conscious architect of your mental blueprint. Understanding that your intense reactions and struggles are rooted in identifiable brain functions, not in some inherent personal failing, is profoundly liberating. This knowledge alone can begin to shift you from a state of self-blame and helplessness to one of self-compassion and active empowerment. Conscious directed effort, through proven strategies, can and does drive neuroplastic change. Therapies specifically designed to process trauma, like EMDR, somatic experiencing, or trauma-informed cognitive therapies, act as powerful tools. They provide the framework for this rewiring. Mindfulness practices help you observe your internal states without being overwhelmed, strengthening the prefrontal cortex's ability to regulate the amygdala. Building and experiencing safe, supportive relationships provides corrective emotional experiences, teaching your brain that connection can be a source of security, not threat. This co-regulation is vital for neural recalibration. This understanding also shatters another harmful myth, one that often keeps people trapped in silence. Talking about abuse only makes things worse. It's better to leave it alone. Avoiding the pain, suppressing the memories, or leaving it alone doesn't make it disappear. It often strengthens those old, maladaptive traumatic circuits, keeping them active and easily triggered beneath the surface. Processing trauma safely, within a therapeutic context or with trusted, informed support, isn't about endlessly reliving the horror or dwelling on the pain. It's about recontextualizing the experience, giving it a different meaning, integrating it into your life story in a way that no longer holds you hostage. It's about teaching your brain, through new experiences and understanding, that the threat is over, that the fire alarm can finally be recalibrated to respond appropriately to the present, not the past. This careful, conscious engagement is what allows your brain to truly rewire itself for peace, for connection, for a life beyond mere survival. You are not just healing. You are actively participating in your brain's evolution. The impact of abuse on your brain is profound. The rewiring is real, a testament to your past need for survival. But so is your brain's astonishing capacity for change. So is your intrinsic power to direct that change. You are not defined or limited by the neural pathways carved by past trauma. You have the inherent ability to forge new ones, to build a new internal landscape, to recalibrate your internal alarms, to become the deliberate architect of your inner world. This knowledge, this understanding of your own neurobiology, is your key to unlocking that potential. If this exploration into the architecture of your mind has resonated with you, please hit that like button. It tells YouTube this information is valuable and helps us reach others who need to hear it. What neural pathways or sensitive alarms have you recognized in your own life? What steps are you curious about or perhaps already taking to forge new paths? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Let's build a community of mind architects. And if you want to continue uncovering the secrets to your mental blueprint, to gain more tools for transformation, subscribe to Mind Architect Lab. We delve deep into the psychology of change and empowerment. Master your mental blueprint. Stay sharp,